Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel, Magnetize Official. Have you ever wondered why the divine masculine seems to reappear in your life out of the blue? In today's video, titled, Why You're Feeling This Divine Masculine Again, Suddenly, Out of Nowhere, we'll dive into a special reading designed for divine feminines who have been navigating their twin flame journey. It seems like many of you have recently let go of controlling how this journey unfolds, whether it's the timing, the appearance, or even the physical presence of your divine masculine. This surrendering process could be the key to understanding this sudden resurgence. Remember, these insights might not resonate with everyone, so take what speaks to you personally. Let's start by shuffling the Energy Oracle card deck to uncover what messages are in store. I'm tuning into a group of divine feminines who have let go of specific outcomes with their twin flame. The reversed door to romance suggests that for some, you might have fully closed the door on this person. I'm sensing the letter M, which could be relevant in someone's name, and the number 50, possibly marking a significant milestone or age. I keep seeing lion symbolism, which could point to someone with Leo energy, or simply someone who embodies that strong, protective, and fierce nature. There's a masculine energy here who seems to be very protective of you. Interestingly, there might be two masculine figures involved. One being the twin flame you've shut the door on, who is now deeply recognizing your worth, as suggested by the upright door to value. You might be feeling a pull from this person on your energy field. There might also be another masculine presence here, represented by the lion. This individual could have Leo traits in their birth chart, or be someone deeply connected to family, showing strong loyalty and protectiveness. This protective energy seems focused on shielding you from any potential dishonor associated with the first masculine figure. This message is likely meant for a specific group, so take what resonates with you. It's one of those unique readings that zeroes in on a very particular situation. I'm curious to learn more about this protective masculine, whether they're a father figure, brother, or close friend, rather than a romantic interest. The card of justice appearing upright suggests this person is connected to the consequences of the divine masculine's actions in the physical world. It feels like this protective figure is linked to the outcomes of those past actions. I'm picking up something intriguing here, so let me know if it resonates with you. It seems like there was a divine feminine who experienced a significant imbalance with a divine masculine in the past. You were pouring out love and effort while the divine masculine held back. The universe always seeks balance, so the love you gave had to come back to you eventually. When this divine masculine wasn't able to return your love directly, it seems like the universe found another way. For some of you, this might have been through the arrival of a masculine soulmate or a platonic male friend. This person, who embodied a strong masculine energy, may have acted as a channel, bringing back to you all the love you had given in that previous connection. In the 3D realm, this divine masculine was deeply wounded and held back love as a way to restore balance to the universe. It was a necessary step for karmic justice. This imbalance couldn't last forever. Even if it felt like your love was never enough and you were left feeling hopeless, the World card upright signifies that your love is now being fulfilled. This fulfillment isn't just about the love you gave to this specific divine masculine. It encompasses all the love you've shared with family, friends, and others throughout your life. You may have given generously, and for a while, it seemed like there was an imbalance. But remember, seeming imbalance isn't true imbalance. The universe always balances things out energetically. Now, you're being richly blessed. Even if it felt like your love would never be reciprocated, the universe is returning it to you. Numbers like 21, 11, or even 12 and 11 might have significance for someone. This is a time of seeing your love for others come full circle as the universe works to balance out what you've given. For many divine feminines, balance has been restored by channeling a lot of love toward a divine masculine who wasn't reciprocating. This generous outpouring of love has now created new opportunities for you, bringing blessings in the form of love and success. These blessings might show up as achievements in your personal or professional life, or they could come through a soulmate, whether romantic, platonic, or a new source of love and support. Even if these blessings appear as financial gains, material success, or recognition, know that they are manifestations of the love you've given. The key takeaway here is that no love is ever truly lost. By the law of karma, everything you put into the universe comes back to you eventually, whether from the same source or a different one. For instance, you might have poured your love into a divine masculine who didn't immediately return it. But that love didn't go to waste. It found its way back to you through a soulmate connection or through achievements in your life and career. Love given is never truly lost, and your soul has always understood this because you've loved with an open heart and fearless spirit. That's why you're either already receiving or on the verge of receiving incredible blessings. I'm sensing a little tickle in my throat, which hints that part of your purpose here might involve using your voice. The Judgment card, reversed, and the Three of Swords, upright, are showing that you're aligning with your life's purpose by following your intuition, embracing your truth, and expressing it fully. You're being guided step by step toward your true path on Earth. As you continue on this journey, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment and blessings in the path you're already walking. It feels like you've been on this journey for some time now. As I tune into your energy, it radiates a pure, empress-like quality. I'm seeing the number 1111, which might have been significant for you early on, possibly connected to your divine masculine. Now, it represents the manifestation of your deepest dreams and desires, reflecting your truest, most authentic self. As for the divine masculine, he appears with the Three of Swords and Judgment reversed. As balance is being restored between you two, he's experiencing the other side of the equation. Since he was withholding love and keeping his heart guarded, he's now facing a similar sense of love being kept from him. This might sound a bit blunt, but it's not about seeking revenge. It's all about cosmic balance. If he betrayed you, he will experience betrayal. If he caused you heartache, he will feel heartache. The universe, in its divine wisdom and love, strives to restore equilibrium. For this divine masculine, experiencing this pain is part of the process of returning to balance. Through this experience, he can eventually find deeper soul-level happiness, fulfillment, and alignment with abundance and success, which he has been missing due to the mirrored wounded energy. In a twin flame connection, which I sense is the case for many of you, we naturally mirror each other. This mirroring isn't forced. It's a result of our deep quantum connection. Everything we do for one another, every wound or block within us, gets reflected back through our interactions with our twin flame. This reflection helps us feel our triggers and, by feeling them, begin the healing process. This masculine is currently going through a period of deep heartbreak. The word indecisive keeps coming to mind. In the past, he may have caused you pain, divine feminine, by being unsure about your connection, appearing distant, or acting cold and apathetic. There was a certain stubbornness in learning these lessons of balance, which isn't just about karma, but about understanding the universe's need for equilibrium. He can't keep receiving without giving back indefinitely, without eventually facing the consequences. Now, he's in a phase of heartbreak, seeing you, divine feminine, as the high priestess you truly are. He admires you deeply, but feels a sense of distance and unreachability in your situation, which is causing him anxiety. This anxiety, as represented by the Four of Swords, is prompting him to look inward. It's reminiscent of a previous collective reading I did, where the masculine, grappling with repressed pain, starts to truly feel. He's moving away from engaging with old 3D patterns and is focusing more on his inner self. Even if he wouldn't label it as meditation, this time of withdrawal is helping him reconnect with his true core frequency. It's a necessary period of introspection for him. I want to revisit the protective, secondary masculine energy I sensed connected to you, divine feminine. This person might be very drawn to you physically, but it's more than just that. They genuinely admire your mind, your way of speaking, your movements, and your sense of humor. They might be someone who moves quickly, whether that's walking, talking, or their overall energy towards you. They seem eager to take things to the next level and advance your connection. However, they notice that you might be a bit guarded, as suggested by the Garden and the Gate card. It feels like they're constantly trying to connect and move things forward, but sometimes you might pull away or seem a bit reserved. With the Anxiety card reversed, I'm picking up that they want to get into your thoughts and alleviate some of your worries, especially those related to the first divine masculine. They wish to share some of your burdens and take some of your pain away. The Magician and the Mirror reversed, one of my twin flame cards, suggests that this secondary masculine energy may be striving to bring balance and support into your life during this challenging time. While this person might be the twin flame for some, for most of you, I sense that the first masculine energy is more likely to be the twin flame if there are two masculine energies involved. The Woman. Holding a heart card upright suggests that this person is saying, "I'm working on finding my balance, especially in spiritual matters." They seem to be undergoing a personal awakening, quietly gaining deep insights about themselves and the world around them. Although they might usually be very logical, your presence has prompted them to explore more profound thoughts and realizations. They want you to know, "I'm in the process of figuring things out and balancing myself, but my heart belongs entirely to you." With both the Woman holding a heart and the Healer of the Ages upright, this person appears warm, friendly, and emotionally grounded. The reverse daughter romance indicates that they have closed themselves off to other romantic interests. You are the only one for them. Even if you're not in a traditional 3D relationship, they feel a strong sense of exclusivity and commitment to you. They are eager to show you how much you're valued, as reflected in the appreciation card. Furthermore, this masculine feels a protective urge toward anyone who fails to see your worth, especially in relation to the first masculine who may have undervalued or mistreated you. Lately, there's been an intense wave of energy sweeping through, and if you're highly empathetic, you could be feeling it in a multitude of ways. You might be experiencing physical ascension symptoms. I know I am. You might even notice it in my voice as I'm still recovering. Emotionally, you could find yourself struggling with sleep or appetite, or perhaps the opposite, where you're eating or sleeping more than usual. These shifts in your physical rhythms are clues that something profound is happening, and as someone deeply sensitive, you're feeling it more intensely. I've been guided to share something exciting with you about how meeting a soulmate, or especially a twin flame, can impact our physical well-being. These connections, where you and another person share an identical core soul frequency, can really shake up your sleep patterns, eating habits, and overall rhythms. If you've recently reconnected with someone from your past, or found yourself engaging with them through telepathy, dreams, or in person, you might be experiencing some disruptions. I keep hearing the word disruptive, and it seems like something in your life might feel a bit unsettled right now. This could be linked to a new or rekindled relationship that's turned your world upside down in a profound way. If this resonates with you, it might be that this person is mirroring your energy and shaking up your routine. It feels like both of you are on a thrilling roller coaster ride, one you're not quite ready to end because it's making you both feel incredibly alive. This disruption, while intense, is a beautiful part of your journey together. Are you feeling that surge of ungrounded, unsettled energy lately? Don't worry. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. While it might seem uncomfortable or even negative at times, for others, it can feel almost giddy, like the excitement of waiting for Christmas morning. We're all experiencing these energies differently, but one thing is clear. Momentum is building. We even pulled a card that says, "The energy is building momentum," and it feels like things are reaching a peak. Whether this is in your work, job situation, or life path, there's a strong sense of culmination. For many of you, though, this energy surge seems to be romantic. It's as if the connection between you and another person is intensifying, making you both irresistibly drawn to each other. As I channel these energies, keep in mind that what resonates might connect with your personal experiences or your internal world in different ways. For some, it might feel abstract or not fully align, and that's okay. Always trust your intuition to discern what resonates with you and what might be meant for others. If you'd like me to channel specifically for you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This helps me connect with your energy more directly, allowing me to provide more personalized insights just for you. Now, let's dive into the first energy I'm picking up. A masculine presence that seems to be connected to someone listening. This person might use humor as a way to navigate through life's challenges. I'm getting the vibe of a comedian. They could actually be a comedian, or just someone who loves making people laugh. There's a hint that this humor might be hiding something deeper, perhaps a more somber side they don't openly share. They might have been the class clown, or the one always trying to lighten the mood, possibly as a way to mask some past pain or emotional struggles. The word entertainer keeps coming up, suggesting that whether in their personal life or at work, they play the role of bringing joy and laughter to others. Lately, this person has been having quite the internal dialogue about your connection. It's almost like they're having a private chuckle about their feelings for you. While they're not literally talking to themselves, they're deeply engaged in their own thoughts and reflections. It's like they're amusing themselves with how they're feeling right now, and I need to dig a bit deeper to understand where this is coming from. This person tends to be very logical, relying on numbers and data to predict outcomes and analyze past events. When they look back at their past relationships or romantic situations, they see a pattern of investing time and energy with little return or disappointment. They're afraid that if they develop feelings for you, they might end up feeling let down again, or that it will be a waste of time. That's what their analytical mind is telling them. If this resonates with you, especially in a romantic context, it seems like this has been a major block for this person. Their spirit guides are nudging them to move past their fear, as represented by the Four of Swords, reversed. They're being encouraged to break free from a period of isolation where they've been keeping themselves shut off, possibly from you and others. Even though they might naturally have an open heart, they've been protecting themselves by closing off a bit. It also feels like they might be dealing with some recent heartbreak that still feels fresh and is weighing on their mind. On the work front, they seem to be quite focused on their job or financial situation, perhaps to the point of being overly fixated or stressed. Despite how things might appear, they're trying hard to figure out how to move forward and find solutions. For some of you, this might resonate with an internal masculine energy because we all carry both divine masculine and feminine energies within us. These energies can play out in our relationships, work, and various aspects of life. Right now, with the Eight of Swords showing up, it feels like this person is seeking a way out or a solution to escape the monotony of their life. It's not that they're in a crisis, but they're longing to break free from the routine and repetitiveness they're experiencing. If you've interacted with this person, or even if you haven't met them recently, you might be providing a kind of emotional escape for them. Thinking about you, daydreaming about you, or even just having you on their mind seems to offer them a temporary break from their mundane reality. Their soul recognizes this, even if their conscious mind isn't fully aware. When they think of you or imagine a future together, they're actually connecting with a deeper, more spiritual part of themselves. It's this profound spiritual connection with you that offers them an escape from the everyday grind of their life. It's like this person has been trying to resist their feelings for you. Their logical mind keeps saying, "This can't work," and tries to push those feelings aside. But their soul keeps pulling them back, even if they don't consciously realize it's their soul doing the pulling. This internal tug-of-war is leaving them feeling conflicted and a bit defeated, as if they can't let go of these feelings. It's urging them to lean in and make a decision. With the Judgment card showing up, it's clear that something significant is happening on a spiritual level, and this person is sensing that you're meant to play an important role in their life. I'm also hearing the word synchronicity. This person might not be a big believer in signs and synchronicities, but Spirit has been sending them unmistakable messages about you and your connection. They might have noticed numbers, symbols, or occurrences that seem eerily connected to you. They might even mention something casually like, "I saw blank, and it made me think of you." If they do bring up these so-called coincidences, know that it's more than just a passing comment. Beneath the surface, they're really pondering these signs, feeling a bit overwhelmed by how oddly perfect and coincidental everything seems regarding you. It's a kind of experience they haven't encountered before. With the Judgment card showing up, it feels like there's a deep sense of homesickness that resonates between you and this person on a spiritual level. If you're a divine feminine, you might feel this profound longing that goes beyond just missing a physical place. It's more like you feel out of place here on Earth, as if you're an alien in this dense 3D world. You might be used to higher dimensions and places with a lighter, more elevated frequency. Being on Earth can sometimes feel draining, especially when trying to connect with people who might be at a different level of consciousness. I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just that some souls are exploring the surface of experiences, while others, like you, are diving into the deeper, richer parts of existence. It can be really tough because you might often find yourself trying to bring others into those deeper, more authentic spaces, with an open heart and mind. But it's common to encounter people who aren't quite ready to venture into those depths with you, whether in romantic relationships or friendships. It can be frustrating when you're seeking deep connections, and it feels like most people aren't on the same page or ready to dive in with you. I just have to say how much I love the way we co-create together on this channel. You, wherever you're tuning in from, are a vital part of this experience. Your energy and contributions make these readings even more powerful, and I'm incredibly grateful for each of you and the beautiful energy you bring. The way you support one another and help build this sense of community is amazing. It's like we're creating a space where we can all feel more connected and less isolated. As I was reflecting on all this, the star card appeared, and it instantly reminded me of the incredible healer you are. You have such a beautiful, uplifting energy that's truly healing. However, not everyone is ready for what you have to offer. It's almost like you're experiencing a healer's challenge, a term I just coined. You have so much to share with the world, but because many people aren't yet ready to receive it, you might sometimes feel like you're doubting yourself or wondering if your gifts are as valuable as you believe. Rest assured, they absolutely are. You're vibrating at a high frequency, and while not everyone may be ready to embrace your gifts, your intuition knows just how important and special they are. For those of you connecting with this masculine energy, you might initially feel like they're critical of you or your work, especially if it involves spirituality, tarot, astrology, or other creative pursuits. They might not say this outright, but there could be a sense of hesitation or skepticism from them about these topics. It seems like their conscious mind is closed off to these ideas, even though their soul resonates deeply with them. It's almost like they're caught in a bit of cognitive dissonance. Despite their logical exterior, this masculine energy is secretly fascinated by astrology, tarot, and spirituality. They might even be doing their own research on these subjects in private, especially since meeting you or connecting with you, whether in person or not. When you talk to them, their outward stance might be, "I don't believe in those things," but there's more going on beneath the surface. As a divine feminine, you might question whether you're misreading this person's depth and authenticity. It can be confusing to feel drawn to someone who seems so closed off to spirituality. But there's something about their energy, a genuine, beautiful presence, that your soul is naturally drawn to. If you're dealing with a twin flame connection, it might feel like you, as the divine feminine, recognized this person first. But it turns out they might have sensed you even before they consciously realized it. This message seems to be for someone who feels like they're losing their mind because they instantly recognized a deep, soul-level connection with this person. Your soul practically jumped for joy, and you couldn't keep your eyes off them. The magnetic pull was so intense, it disrupted your life, yet it was also incredibly beautiful and spiritually profound. But here's the kicker. When you talk to this person, if you've had the chance, they might come across as emotionally distant or closed off. This can make you doubt yourself, leaving you to question if you were right about sensing this deeper connection. Rest assured, you're not losing your mind. You're incredibly intuitive, and if you reflect on your life, you'll see many instances where your intuition was spot on, even when you had doubts. This situation is no different. The person you're connecting with might seem combative or resistant on the surface because they're struggling internally. A part of them wants to believe in true, unconditional love. Love that seems almost too good to be true. They're wrestling with the idea of soulmates or twin flames, wondering if their belief in such things can actually be real. When this person's defenses are down, they might admit to themselves that there's some truth to what they've previously dismissed or ignored. Even if they come off as blunt or aloof, this is likely a protective mechanism. It might feel discouraging, but as the divine feminine, you have the ability to see past these defenses and connect with their deeper soul. Deep down, this person's energy reveals a sense of failure. Even if they're putting on a brave face or appearing successful to the world, internally, they're feeling quite the opposite. It's like they're grappling with the feeling that they've fallen short or failed to set themselves on a path that truly resonates with who they want to be. They've had some sort of awakening, but they're still uncertain about their goals and future. This shift has led them to let go of old habits, relationships, and interests that once defined them, pushing them toward new directions. This shift could be impacting various aspects of their life, from hobbies to work to relationships. Meanwhile, you, Divine Feminine, seem to be further along in your own journey. Your guides want you to understand that when you look at this person, recognize that they're experiencing what you did in the early stages of your awakening. Remember when you were trying to maintain a facade that didn't align with your true self and going through an ego death. You've moved past that now, standing strong in your power with greater clarity about who you are. Your guides are suggesting that this person is currently navigating that same process. In the end, this transformative journey will guide them toward a higher path, potentially leading their life in a completely new direction. With the angel of love reversed, it's clear this person views you as something truly special, almost like an angel. They might even use that exact word to describe you. When they think about you, they see someone who is authentic, powerful, and very much in touch with their true self. To them, you might seem like an ideal that feels almost dreamlike or out of reach. The reversed angel of love suggests that this person doesn't fully believe they can access or deserve your love. This creates a situation where your connection forces them to confront parts of themselves they'd rather ignore. Despite this discomfort, they feel an irresistible pull toward you. When you're together, you might notice they get a bit uncomfortable or distant at times because your presence brings up these challenging feelings. Yet, they keep coming back, drawn to you like a magnet. If you've spent time together physically, there's a palpable sense of connection, almost like your bodies are irresistibly drawn toward each other. Whether you're across the room or sitting side by side, the magnetic pull between you makes it hard for either of you to focus on much else. This message is especially important for you, Divine Feminine, as your guides are encouraging you to stay grounded and centered. They want you to establish your center of gravity and remain balanced, particularly because you're more spiritually in tune. The yin-yang reversed card, which is a key indicator of twin flame connections, might suggest that this relationship is on its way to finding balance and harmony. However, this person can feel overwhelmed when your presence brings up parts of themselves they're not quite ready to confront. Even though they may be scared or uncomfortable with the self-awareness you bring to light, they're also deeply drawn to it. They're captivated by how you see them, even beyond their current self-perception. It's crucial for you to maintain your space, continue shining your light, and stay fluid in your own energy. The Adjacent Possibilities card upright shows that you're experiencing rapid energetic shifts at a quantum level. This could be causing some grounding issues or intense sensations. Think of these shifts like riding waves. Your job is to stay balanced on your surfboard by grounding yourself, staying present, and not getting overly concerned with the details of where things are heading or how new opportunities will unfold. Embracing surrender is where your true power lies right now. In today's video, we're diving into a second group reading. I'll start by shuffling the energy oracle cards to tune into the messages for the group. If you'd like me to focus on your specific situation, remember to like the video and check that you're subscribed to the channel. Your likes and subscriptions help me connect with your energy more directly and provide more personalized insights. The first card we're seeing is the Action card, which is upright, followed by the Storm Warning card, also standing upright. There's a bird appearing in the cards, which could be a symbol for someone tuning in. I'm picking up on a masculine energy here who might be feeling a bit off balance. The Magician and the Mirror card is reversed, sitting on the solar plexus chakra, which could be causing unusual sensations in that area. If you're connected to this person in any way, you might be picking up on some of these energy shifts and feeling similar sensations yourself. It seems like this person might be feeling anxious and struggling to find balance in their life. Many people I speak with feel like they're constantly being pushed to take action, but they're met with chaos instead. This could also relate to your inner masculine energy, so if you're a divine feminine, remember, we all have a mix of inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies. The messages might apply to either your inner world or your outer experiences. As always, take what resonates with you. I'm seeing 2 cards from the Moonology deck that suggest a tough cycle is coming to an end. This is interesting because this card is positioned on the root chakra, which connects to our conscious mind and world. When combined with the action card and the storm warning card, it paints a picture of feeling stuck in a recurring cycle. For some, this might feel like a void, or a dark night of the soul that has persisted for weeks, months, or even years. It's as if you're trying to move forward and take action, only to be met with chaos and uncertainty, pushing you back into the same cycle. It can feel like the universe itself is blocking your progress, making it hard to break free and advance. I keep getting this image of someone stuck in mud or quicksand, which is really telling. Just like quicksand, the more you struggle, the deeper you sink, making it feel like you're getting nowhere. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up for this person. For a while, it might have seemed like any action you took only made things worse, leading to more frustration. This might not apply to everyone, but for some of you, this could be related to a soul you're deeply connected with, perhaps even a twin flame. The quicksand metaphor is quite vivid here, and the idea of sand could hold symbolic meaning for someone. I'm also seeing the image of sands slipping through an hourglass, suggesting this person might feel like time is slipping away. They could be grappling with the illusion of time and experiencing an ego death as a result. It's possible that you've felt like your life's timing has been sabotaged, like you've tried to force certain events or timelines into place, but ended up facing more confusion and chaos instead. However, there's a shift happening. Whoever I'm speaking to, things are set to become much clearer and more grounded soon. You might already be feeling this change, or it could be just around the corner. I'm seeing sunshine and rainbows breaking through after a storm, signaling clarity and relief after a period of confusion. During this time, when it feels like you're caught in an endless loop or struggling to break free, remember that this is actually a period of powerful activation. When it's the right moment for you to make a change, adjustment, or take action, the path will become clear. I'm getting a strong sense that this applies to you as well. The card Step Out of Your Comfort Zone, reversed, suggests that a divine masculine is being nudged out of their comfort zone, particularly in relation to a divine feminine counterpart. This divine feminine is depicted as someone deeply connected to their intuition and represented by the Angel of Balance card. She is honoring and respecting herself while staying grounded in her intuitive insights. I'm hearing phrases like making peace with the chaos and finding calm amid the storms. For those of you in a twin flame or counterpart situation, you might both be experiencing similar storms or feeling stuck in a cycle, but you're mirroring each other's experiences in different ways. For one of you in this connection, the storm might be more of an internal struggle, something you're grappling with privately, not always showing to the world. On the other hand, the storm for the other person might be much more visible, affecting their external circumstances. The walking away card, which is upright, suggests a divine feminine here who is embracing independence. She's saying, I'm no longer afraid to be alone. I'm no longer afraid to stand on my own. You might find that recent situations have pushed you into isolation or solitude, but this is actually a significant step for you. If you've felt isolated or alone in the past, this could be part of breaking a family karmic cycle. It seems like you might come from a lineage of women or feminine energies who never really had the chance to establish themselves independently or fully understand who they are as individuals. They were often deeply entangled with masculine energies or other people, which may have prevented them from finding their own path. So, Divine Feminine, one of your soul's purposes for being here, might be to balance the karmic scales, especially within your maternal lineage. This involves clearing old patterns around independence, standing strong on your own, and truly understanding yourself. You might have felt like you're on a path of deep introspection, often finding yourself lost in thought and self-awareness, which can sometimes feel like a heavy burden. It's not unusual to feel like this intense self-awareness can lead to overthinking, anxiety, or worry. But your spirit guides want you to know that everything in your life, even the things that seem confusing or difficult, serves a higher spiritual purpose. You may have experienced more isolation than your ancestors, but this was part of a greater plan. Your soul knew you could handle it, and that this isolation would help purify your energy. Through these periods of solitude, you're meant to reconnect with your true core soul frequency. This purification process allows you to channel your unique energy more powerfully into everything you do, be, or create in this world. One of your key purposes here has been to embody and share your purified soul frequency. This frequency is incredibly powerful. It's your true home vibration. When you radiate this high vibrational energy, it has a tuning effect on those around you. Just like tuning an instrument to a pure tone, your presence helps others recalibrate and align their own energy on a deep, subconscious level. Reaching this elevated vibration hasn't been easy. It's been a challenging journey. To attain this level of purity, you often had to endure intense periods of solitude and confusion. You knew you were up for the task, and now, if you've experienced this period of isolation and have reconnected with your authentic frequency, you might have felt a bit closed off, both in love and from the world. This is reflected in the reversed world and romance cards, highlighting the internal and external shifts you've navigated. There's a light at the end of the tunnel for you, Divine Feminine. It's time for you to share the wisdom and energy you've developed during your journey. This doesn't necessarily mean speaking your thoughts out loud, though for some, that might be the case. For most of you, it's about radiating the powerful frequency you've cultivated back into the world. You might have recently felt a pull to reconnect with the world. Maybe you've been drawn to travel, visit new places like a coffee shop, or interact with new people. If you're feeling this urge to step back into the world after a period of isolation, it's likely because you've been through a deep purification process. Now, your powerful, high vibrational energy is ready to help others recalibrate and align their own frequencies. Even if you're not physically interacting with others, your energy still has a powerful impact because we're all connected through a vast web of collective consciousness. However, being around people can amplify this effect, which might explain why you've felt drawn to connect, travel, or meet new people recently. On the flip side, if you're not feeling that urge to rejoin the world, it's your intuition signaling that it's time for a period of purification. This is your moment to clear your energy and reconnect with your core self. Once you've established this inner stability, you'll naturally start to feel drawn to engage with others from a grounded, centered place. Think of it as a dance. You retreat to clear and purify your energy, then step back into the world to share and express that renewed frequency. Both aspects, internal rebalancing and outward expression, are crucial. You might find yourself shifting between these phases often, balancing between introspection and interaction. So, what's happening here? The Deceit card is showing up reversed, which suggests a masculine energy is coming face to face with some hard truths about themselves, their relationships or their path. They can't seem to escape these realizations. It's like their mind is caught in a loop of intense reflection. We also have the self-esteem card reversed, indicating that this masculine's confidence has taken a hit. This might be tied to a close relationship or someone who's been significant in their life, possibly a divine feminine who has recently pulled back her energy. This situation has left them feeling less sure of themselves. However, the discipline card is here, showing a strong sense of resolve. This masculine is gearing up to take action or make plans, particularly in relation to their solar plexus energy. They're getting ready to get organized, whether that's tidying up their own life or laying everything out with you, divine feminine, if this is about a specific connection. If this resonates with your inner divine masculine, you might be feeling a strong urge to get organized around a goal, dream, or plan. It's all about creating more structure in your life and balancing that inner masculine energy. This part of you might have been feeling chaotic lately, and now you're eager to communicate these emotions, even if you're struggling to find the right words. On the flip side, if this is about an external situation, the masculine energy here might want to share with you, divine feminine, how unsettled and chaotic they've been feeling. They're starting to realize that their life's turbulence might be due to choices they've made, habits they've stuck with, or perhaps someone who's been disruptive. They might have overlooked this in the past, but now it's becoming clear that something or someone has been causing them unnecessary stress or drain. I'm picking up on a deep realization from this person's higher self, like they're finally seeing that holding on to anything in their life that doesn't align with their true soul's path is causing chaos and disruption. It's like their inner self is saying, I'm starting to understand that when I go against my soul's true blueprint, everything feels off balance. I might dive deeper into this topic in future videos, but the gist is that when we stray from our soul's authentic path, it often feels like our lives are spiraling into chaos. If we act on something before being truly aligned or without clear soul intentions, it can feel like we're facing constant obstacles or sabotage. It's fascinating because this theme actually popped up at the beginning of the reading, and it's creating a mirrored energy, suggesting this could very well be a twin flame situation. Every time I delve into one side of the equation, whether it's the masculine or the feminine, I notice this intriguing mirroring effect on the other side. For you, divine feminine, it seems that some of you may have faced chaos when you tried to take action before things were properly aligned. When you've pushed yourself to make decisions or move forward despite feelings of anxiety, fear, or uncertainty. It might have seemed like those actions only led to more chaos, leaving you feeling stuck. For those of you who resonate with this, it's because you might have been moving too quickly, trying to force things into place before the right energetic alignment was established. This energy mirrors what the masculines might be experiencing as well. They may have been avoiding dealing with certain karmic issues or patterns, allowing these misalignments to persist, which also led to chaos in their lives. In both cases, whether it's rushing into action before the time is right or clinging to old karmic patterns, there's a fundamental misalignment with one's true soul path. This misalignment can create a chaotic energy that feels like it's disrupting everything. That's the core message I'm picking up here. What else is going on with this masculine? It seems like there's a divine feminine out there saying, I'm not impressed by your status, your material possessions, or your achievements. What truly matters to me is the peace, harmony, and balance you bring into my life. For some divine feminines, this perspective might apply to how you approach relationships in general, whether they're romantic or platonic. You look beyond the surface and aren't swayed by someone's social standing or material wealth. You value the tranquility and harmony someone brings into your life over any external accolades or possessions. This shift in perspective is helping you understand that your energy is your true currency and it's vital to protect and nurture it. For many divine masculines, this is a new and intriguing concept. They might be used to connecting with partners who are more focused on material aspects or social status. They may have been in relationships driven by necessity or financial reasons. Now they're realizing that you, divine feminine, can't be swayed by such things. Your independence and authenticity are not just refreshing, but deeply compelling to them. It feels like there's a masculine here who is captivated by you, divine feminine. They're essentially saying, my heart is completely wrapped up in you. This sentiment is tied to the heart chakra being open, yet there's also a sense of feeling stuck or unable to fully express themselves, as suggested by the Angel of Strength reversed. They might be struggling with confidence or feeling too weak to act. There's also a strong focus on your eyes. This masculine seems particularly enchanted by them, and if you haven't seen each other recently, they're longing to gaze into your eyes again. Additionally, I'm picking up on something about long hair, which might be significant for some of you listening. With anxiety showing up in reverse, it feels like this person is yearning for peace and calm, almost pleading, bring me peace. There's a divine feminine who's currently basking in a state of peace and thriving by making her energy and tranquility her top priorities. She's focused on inviting only those things and people into her life that enhance her sense of inner calm. Her higher self is essentially saying to any potential partners, if you want to be a part of my life, you need to be stable and grounded. We both need to contribute to each other's peace to build a strong and harmonious foundation together. This applies not just to romantic relationships, but to all connections. For some divine feminines, you might interact with many people casually or meet new faces regularly, but you're very selective about who you let into your inner circle. The masculine energy at a subconscious level understands this well. If you're feeling someone is blocked out of your life or they seem unable to enter, it might be because their higher self recognizes that they need to sort out their own life and energy before they can fully connect with you. Rumi invites us to embrace transformation with his words, "O my friend, if you yearn to be written upon, become a blank page." Have you been shedding old layers, releasing certainties, and letting go of rigid identities? Keep casting aside those constraints, even if it feels like you're losing too much. What you're letting go of is only the version of yourself you've known until now. A new, more radiant version of you is waiting to emerge. Right now, you're in a stage of pruning, like a gardener tending to a soul's garden. Will the garden thrive again, or could the process be too intense, risking the garden's life? Don't worry. Your soul is resilient and will shine even brighter through this. There's a grander narrative being written for you than the one you're envisioning. While your own story is significant, the cosmic poet's imagination is even grander. The universe's tales are rich and inspiring, and there's a special story crafted just for you. Set aside your current dramas and prepare to be enchanted by this divine storyteller as your true destiny unfolds. I heard a guide say, when you connect with someone in the physical realm, remember that, at a soul level, you are one. It's like interacting with a part of yourself. This is especially poignant for those in a twin flame relationship. To wrap up this reading, let me share a passage from the guidebook. I have transcended duality. I see the two worlds as one. What I seek, what I know, what I see, and what I call Rumi are all intertwined. Just as molten gold takes on a unique form from the furnace of divine love, you are uniquely created and of divine essence. You are both the beloved and the lover. There is no part of your life separate from your spiritual journey, and no part of you that is not of divine origin. So why the worry, the fear, or the doubt? Let me share a profound secret with you. There is nothing to fear. Everything is unfolding according to divine genius, and a beautiful shift is on its way. Exciting news! We're thrilled to announce that channel membership is now available. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. Click the Join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. We can't wait to welcome you to our growing family and share more amazing content together. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official.